It's role of a man who any international actor will die to pick up. I was 68 when I started learning swimming. Actors को ये luxury होती है कि आज मेरा mood कुछ नहीं है. एक soldier नहीं सोचता mood के बारे में. A hero is not decided by the songs that he sings. A hero is decided by the fact that he does not give up. In that sense, Vijay 69 is a hero.
One moment that made you extremely nervous.
So many times. Every time I go on stage to do a play, I'm a nervous wreck.
Who do you think would portray your character the best?
Well, Anupam Kher can do my biopic
I
also.
knew.
Because I have to start from Saransh and I have to end wherever my biopic will go.
So hi everyone, thanks for tuning in to Spill the Beans on CNN News 18 with me Sakshi Singh Litoriya. Today in our studio is a very special guest and I'm not audacious enough to even begin introducing him because then I can go on and on and on and words will fall short. Anupam ji, मैं direct आपके पास आना चाहती हूँ. Vijay 69, I saw the trailer, it's looking so exciting, it's coming up on Netflix. What is Vijay at 69?
Fascinating, exciting, vulnerable, determined, abusive, all those things. I think Vijay is trying to break the mold of cliches like Anupam in real life is trying to do that. Our society has a habit of trying to, for their own convenience, trying to mold people into a certain framework. And if you allow that to happen, it will stop your growth. It will change you as a person. I don't personally want to do that. And Vijay discovers when he suddenly one day visits his life's report card that he has not achieved anything in life. And then he decides to achieve something. He tries to participate in a triathlon, which is 1.5 kilometers of swimming, 40 kilometers of cycling and 10 kilometers of running, which nobody in the family, and rightfully so, wants him to do that because they said it's an audacious dream.
In fact, it's quite rare to see people at that age doing that much of physical activity. You are looking quite irked in the trailer also, someone who is quite agitated and perplexed कि अब यार life में इस stage पे पहुंच चुका हूँ but अभी तक life में क्या कुछ achieve किया है कि नहीं. तो through this movie, what would be your message for the people right now in that age group that you know, age is just a number?
सपनों की कोई expiry date नहीं होती.
बिल्कुल, that's the tagline also by the way.
Yeah, सपनों की कोई वो नहीं होती. मैंने सपने ही देखे थे छोटे शहर में शिमला में कि मेरा किसी दिन कुछ होगा. मैं पढ़ाई में अच्छा नहीं था, खेलकूद में अच्छा नहीं था, कि मैं कुछ तो बनूंगा. उन दिनों पता नहीं था कि एक्टर बनना चाहता हूँ. सोचता था यार मेरी कुछ तो पहचान हो. नहीं तो बोलते थे ना लड़का जो फर्स्ट आता अपनी क्लास में या जो खेलकूद में नंबर 1 पे है, हेड बॉय है, मॉनिटर है. मैं कुछ नहीं था. The only thing I did in a small town like Shimla was to dream. And according to me, now I can say all dreams come true. You just have to work hard, be honest and be optimistic.
And we are looking at a direct rivalry between the oldest person to be participating in the triathlon and between the youngest participant also. But then it becomes quite overwhelming moment when both of them become friends and train together. How will that pan out?
So I think that is what I will say today's generation is all about. And that's what the older generation should be all about. The problem is we underestimate the younger generation, and we are always irritated about them because we think that they have a chip on their shoulder. I treat younger generation as equals. I treat them as I use their language, I speak to them because there's so much to learn from them. I have an acting school in my in Mumbai, and I learn the most from them. It is because older people start behaving that I know everything. You never know. Life is such a, it's like a अथाह समुंदर जैसे कहते हैं ना, उसमें से कितना पानी आप निकाल सकते हो फिर भी बहुत कुछ बचेगा. तो सीखने की कोई भी उम्र नहीं होती और सपने देखने की कोई उम्र नहीं होती है.
So that's about film. We are looking at you doing heavy exercises, participating in a triathlon. But if I could ask that question to Anupam Kher, who will also be turning 69, who has turned 69 by the way, what would be that one thing that you still want to achieve?
You can ask me this question even when I'm 89, I'll still say there are a lot of things to achieve. The best thing is about this tagline, ना, सपने change होते रहते हैं ना. और मैं तो बहुत खुशकिस्मत हूँ कि मुझे बहुत सारी चीज़ें करने को मिली हैं और मैंने करी भी हैं, लेकिन मगर हर आगे पहुँच के इट्स ए नेवर एंडिंग रोड। बड़ी अच्छी कहावत है ना, ए बेंड इन द रोड इज़ नॉट द एंड ऑफ द रोड। सो मैंने इसीलिए पैरेलल देखा इस फिल्म में। जब मैंने इसका स्क्रिप्ट पढ़ा था, आई फेल्ट दैट इट्स ए पैरेलल स्टोरी ऑफ माई लाइफ, like how people decide to sort of call you that you are a veteran journalist or a veteran actor or a thespian or a legend actor, and basically they are saying that now move on to lifetime achievement award and then retire. I am totally against that. I will decide what path should I take of my life. I'm very happy and proud of all the achievements that I have achieved, but that's not there is no, it's a limitless thing. Your mind has to be fine and your body has to be. That's why I worked on my body in the last few years. I worked out, I did diet, and I feel that I learned swimming for this film.
Yeah.
I was 68 when I started learning swimming. तो कितने लोग होते हैं? Because it will inspire generations of people, not necessarily people who are above 60. It will also excite and give a प्रेरणात्मक, जिसे कहते हैं हिंदी में प्रेरणात्मक, inspire any generation. You have to decide that I have to do this.
But sir, if I could ask you about your filmography, over 500 films, what exactly attracted you towards this particular script that, you know, yeah,
It's
I
one of the
really want
finest
to...
roles written for a 68-year-old man. It's a role of a brave man. It's a role of a person, which I said in the beginning. It's role of a man who any international actor will die to pick up. It has everything. It has, he is, and what is a hero? A hero is not decided by the songs that he sings. A hero is not decided by the hairstyle that he has. A hero is decided by the fact that he does not give up. To me, that's a hero. And in that sense, Vijay 69 is a hero.
Beautifully put, sir. But I've already mentioned you have done more than 500 films now. We have seen you as a villain, we have seen you as a comedian, we have seen you as a hero, we have seen you as a side actor, we have seen you in so many, like donning so many hats. But if I could ask you, is there still a genre, a particular role that you would still want to play?
Well, I think if there are about 8 people in this room, there are 8 emotions and 8 ways of. If you are in pain and the gentleman behind camera is in pain, we have different ways of expressing pain.
Definitely, yeah.
If you laugh, of course, in general. So people do generalized acting. So what you described just now is a generalized acting of characters that you see in movies. But I have played a father in Tezab also.
Yeah.
And I have played a father in Dil Wale Dulhaniya Le Jayenge also. I have played a father in Khosla Ka Ghosla also.
Yeah.
And I have played a father in Dil Hai Ki Manta Nahi. But they're all 4 different people. That is the joy of training as an actor. I am a trained actor from drama school. I don't say that I don't do general acting. I have done in so many movies. I've done mediocre, below mediocre acting also. But now at this stage of my life, I want to spend time and make my role difficult so that I am not competent, because I believe that when you're competent, you can never be brilliant.
And so this is something that I personally am very curious about, because you have spent more than 40 years now in this entertainment industry. When you first got your role for Saransh and you were just 28 years old, but you were told to play the role of a father, what was your mental health at that point of time? Did it, you know, sort of bother your self-confidence that, you know, I'm too young, but then you are telling me
Oh,
to be
no,
a
I
father?
never thought like that. I thought I'm the luckiest man on earth. I got such a brilliant role as my debut film. वो जाहिल और अनपढ़ लोगों का ख्याल होता है कि अरे मैं तो 28 साल का हूँ, मैं वो इतने 65 साल के बुढ़े का रोल कर रहा हूँ. मैं ट्रेंड एक्टर था, गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट था ड्रामा स्कूल से, 3 साल धक्के खा चुका था बॉम्बे में, काम नहीं मिल रहा था, बिकॉज हेयर स्टाइल वॉज मच मोर इम्पॉर्टेंट देन टैलेंट.
Yeah.
And I was very happy. A lot of people told me, तू फंस गया, मर गया, तू अभी तू बूढ़े के रोल मिलेंगे.
Box ho
Here
jayega.
I'm sitting after 40 years and 542 films, still talking and excited about my next film, which is Vijay 69.
So beautiful and so inspiring, sir. Also, since you have touched upon Khosla Ka Ghosla, I know it has re-released, and
Yes.
that is one of your finest
I love it.
works.
Yes.
We all love it.
Yeah.
We all go gaga
Yeah.
over that character.
Yeah.
But do you think it's unfair to the new, filmmakers or those who are actually processing the films in the theaters at this point of time? Because now the old filmmakers are bringing their iconic projects back to the theaters. People may not trust the new film, but if they have watched iconic projects such as Khosla Ka Ghosla, they would definitely head towards the theater. Do you think it's fair for the new filmmakers?
Well, I have great love and respect for new filmmakers, but why should life be fair to people? Why is your life easy?
No, not at all.
Do you think life of that gentleman or that lady is easy? The man on the street. We are in a amazing studio. मेरा पोस्टर पीछे लगा हुआ है, एसी काम कर रहा है और हम कह रहे हैं कि is it fair or unfair? Life is a competition. You have to, and I also believe that you have to walk on the path of difficulties to feel happy and satisfied. Wow, I walked in this path. It was so difficult to reach here. Because all the things which go wrong with you in your life later on become the best stories of your life.
Wow, sir. Some great life lessons actually I'm learning and picking up with everything that you are saying. I also wanted to ask you because I am sensing that a lot of filmmakers nowadays are quite hesitant of launching their projects for the theatrical releases. This one is also coming on the OTT. Why not launching it for the theaters?
I have directed a film. We will talk about that later. I've completed the film. I have decided to make that film for a big screen. So I think that is just because if people are making a film, it's important to have that shown on a platform and especially on a platform like Netflix. Then sort of say नहीं मैं तो सिनेमा के लिए ही बनाऊंगा. वो कैनवस पर डिपेंड करता है. कुछ उसमें ऐसा कोई बुरा नहीं है. काम कोई छोटा नहीं होता है. मीडियम कोई छोटा नहीं होता है.
बिल्कुल, बेशक.
आपका काम नज़र आना चाहिए. मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ कि काम से ही काम मिलता है. मैं अपने स्टूडेंट्स को ही बोलता हूँ कि कोई भी काम मिले, अगर आप अच्छे होंगे तो आप उसमें नज़र आएंगे. आप जो चूज़ करने के चक्कर में रहेंगे कि मुझे अच्छा ही काम करना है, ऐसा दुनिया में ना कोई आर्टिस्ट है, ना कोई सिंगर है, ना कोई एक्सेप्ट फॉर लता मंगेशकर एंड किशोर कुमार एंड ऑल दोज पीपल, बट ऐसा कोई आर्टिस्ट नहीं है, कोई राइटर नहीं है जिसने बुरा काम नहीं लिखा है या बुरा काम नहीं किया है. बट लाइफ इज़ 90% मोनोटनी एंड 10% एक्साइटमेंट. हर रोज़ हम थोड़ा कमाल का खाना खाते हैं, पुलाव बनाया है, राजमा चावल बने ने, वो तो नहीं होता ना.
नहीं.
उते एक रोटी चाल, मतलब रोज थोड़ा बोल सकते हैं मम्मा आज कितने मेरा पुलाव. सो हफ्ते में एक दिन बनता है स्पेशल खाना. वैसे ही लाइफ है. मैं पिछले 40 साल से सुबह उठता हूँ एंड आई एम सो हैप्पी. न्यू मॉर्निंग. मैं जाता हूँ, मेकअप करता हूँ, दाढ़ी लगाता हूँ, विग लगाता हूँ और एक्टिंग करता हूँ. दैट्स व्हाट इज इम्पॉर्टेंट. माई फादर फॉर 38 years was a clerk in the forest department. He woke up at 6:30, got into his clothes, walked for 15 kilometers one way, worked for 8-9 hours, walked back for 15 kilometers, and he lived like that. और हम बड़ी जल्दी बोर हो जाते हैं. But then that's what life is all about. I think it's beautiful to be doing things. It's beautiful to be. I'm a doer. I'm okay to be not a thinker. As an actor also I'm a doer. हमारे यहाँ क्लास में एक लड़का था जो उसको बोलते थे कि मैं उसको नाम नहीं लेना चाहता, बेचारा वो अभी रह रहा है अपने घर पे. वो कहते थे भाई तुम्हारी 10 लाख रुपए की लॉटरी निकली है, चलो करके दिखाओ. तो कहता था मेरी 10 लाख रुपए की लॉटरी निकली है. अच्छा अब सो एंड सो सीन ये है कि माता जी की डेथ हो गई है. ओह मेरी माँ मर गई है. तो कहते थे क्या कर रहा है? कहता जी तो दिखाई. कहता जी यहाँ तो बहुत कुछ हो रहा है, यहाँ नहीं आ रहा है. यहाँ नहीं आ रहा है तो आपको एक्टर बनने का कोई हक नहीं है. आप कह रहे हैं कि जी उसकी डिफिकल्टी है. इज इट फेयर फॉर दिस, इज इट फेयर फॉर दिस? लाइफ इज नॉट फेयर टू एनीबडी. You have to find fairness, you have to work hard, and you have to be optimistic, and you have to be honest, and everything will happen in your life.
And you have been through the eras of Hindi entertainment industry,
And the
sir.
toughest of times.
Definitely. And you have lived through the evolution of entertainment industry, if I could put it across like that. Which one, according to you, has been the toughest and the most challenging era, or I would say year for you?
No, ऐसा नहीं है. हर दौर डिफिकल्ट है. इफ यू आर प्लानिंग टू बी ब्रिलियंट, every era, every time is difficult. If you want to be mediocre, then it's a golden period for you. थोड़ा सा तो मेहनत करनी पड़ती है. मैं लुक एट आवर एथलीट्स, बेचारा कितना काम, कितनी मेहनत करते हैं. एक्टर्स को ये लग्जरी होती है कि आज मेरा मूड कुछ नहीं है. एक सोल्जर नहीं सोचता मूड के बारे में. जो सियाचिन पर बर्फ से झेल रहा होता है वो नहीं कहता कि मेरा मूड ठीक नहीं, मेरी तबीयत ठीक नहीं, आज मैं ये बंदूक लेके नहीं खड़ा हूँगा. एक आदमी जो रोज़ लोकल ट्रेन में जाता है अपना काम करने, जब मजदूर काम करने जाता है, जब खेतों में किसान काम करते हैं, वो नहीं सोचते मूड के बारे में. ये मूड इज़ द लग्जरी ऑफ द पीपल हु सॉर्ट ऑफ आर ट्राइंग टू बी इंटेलेक्चुअल्स. मूड एंड बोर्डम is both the expressions are the luxury of these people who feel self-important by saying that. My father never said, आज मेरे पर नौकरी पे जाने का मूड नहीं है. He used to go and do the work and was happy in that, never complained about it. So we are in an era of where we express our emotions through emojis.
Everything has become short
A big
term,
hug,
shortcut.
smiley.
अब तो वो भी, अब तो लिखता भी नहीं है मैसेज, अब तो सिर्फ अंगूठा भी दिखा देते हैं.
Correct.
Now people have started reacting on the
Correct.
messages. They don't even write anymore.
पहले होता था अब तो पहले होता था वाह, अब होता था
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल. अगर इसी सवाल को मैं थोड़ा सा ट्विस्ट करके आपसे पूछूं, बिकॉज नाउ दिस इज द नोशन एंड पीपल हैव स्टार्टेड सेइंग दिस ऑन सोशल मीडिया. I come from a generation where people are heavily invested in social media. People are saying that Bollywood has lost its charm. So it's time for the makers to rethink, refurbish, and how do I say, reintroduce couple of things. Where do you think we are lacking?
Originality. It's very important to be original in life, and also then vis-a-vis in your work. I feel that we need to come up with original ideas. We need to sort of come up with some kind of a pukhtapan. We can make larger than life films, but we have so many millions of stories in this country. Our own country has so many stories. There are so many movies that are being made of a small budget. They are on OTT platforms, and you say, "Wow, what a film!" But overall, I think we are running fast nowhere. And the same way, you see regional cinema, उनकी फिल्में ज़मीन से जुड़ी हुई हैं.
बिल्कुल.
अब वो हिंदी फिल्मों में आके अपना धमाल मचा रही हैं, and rightfully so. Why not?
Definitely.
अब आप कहेंगी जी, it's not fair to Bollywood.
No, I will not say that. Because I am also enjoying the regional cinema. I am also enjoying the movies of different languages.
मैं हमेशा सोचता हूँ कि बुरे वक्त में भी कुछ अच्छी चीज़ें निकलते हैं. COVID was very bad. Was very bad, but I think audiences' thinking changed because they saw Malayalam cinema, they saw regional cinema, Telugu, Tamil, all Bengali, everything, and उनको समझ में आया कि अभी क्या है. तो अभी उनको सब जानते हैं, उनको सब पहचानते हैं, बट फिर भी बहुत अच्छी फिल्में भी बन रही हैं. बट ओवरऑल इफ यू जनरली टॉक, आई थिंक वी नीड टू रेट्रोस्पेक्ट अ लिटिल.
I have got some fun questions that I
Yes.
have lined up.
पूछिए.
Beautiful. So your first question in the rapid fire would be, last movie that you watched in theatre?
Oh, I saw नीरज पांडे's film औरों में कहाँ था दम.
A stress buster activity for you?
What is that? Candy Crush.
Are you also addicted to it? Oh my God, sir.
I usually do it when I'm flying.
Okay, one moment that made you extremely nervous.
So many times. Every time I go on stage to do a play, I'm a nervous wreck. I have done my play based on my life. कुछ भी हो सकता है. I've done more than 450 shows, and every time I go on the show, I don't eat that day, and I'm a nervous wreck.
One childhood memory that you are really fond of?
My walks from my house to my school with my childhood friend who is here.
Okay.
We used to walk a lot.
Is there any one pre-shoot ritual?
I pray.
Beautiful.
I pray and I carry, even for interviews, I carry a small piece of a shivling from,
Wow, that's so beautiful.
from a temple, a shivling.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful, sir. If there's a biopic ever made on you, who do you think would portray your character the best?
Well, Anupam Kher can do my biopic
I
also.
knew. I
Because I have to start from Saransh and I have to end wherever my biopic will go.
I knew, sir. I
We
knew
will
that
take
you're
some
gonna...
younger actor for some younger portions, but otherwise मैं तो अपनी biopic खुद ही कर सकता हूँ. ये हो या सारांश हो या अपना राम लखन हो या शोला और शबनम हो, सब में मैं ही रोल कर सकता हूँ और अपनी जिंदगी जी सकता हूँ.
बिल्कुल. One young or new age actor that you feel has a lot of potential but is still unrecognized.
I must say that all the young actors are very disciplined and very, very prepared. I think the only thing I feel bad for them is that they are in an era when audience is very restless and very forgiving, non-forgiving. But I think Ranbir Kapoor is very good. He's really very good. But now he's also in the activity of what you call veteran. He's also
definitely,
और उससे भी बहुत सारे छोटे-छोटे actor आ गए. The actor in this film, Mihir Ahuja,
Mihir Ahuja,
he's very good. He's very good in the film.
Okay. Last but not the least, actually second last but not the least, one Kashmiri or Pahadi dish that you would want our viewers to try.
Damalu. There is no alternate to Damalu. I'm on dieting these days. Don't make me think about food. Please, for God's sake, मैं आपके हाथ जोड़ता हूँ.
Okay, now the last but not the least, when am I going to see a next reel of Anupam Kher dancing with Satish Kaushik ji's daughter? Because that went massively viral and that melted my heart.
I will go back. In fact, strange of you to say that. I was thinking मैं बहुत दिनों से वंशिका को मिला नहीं हूँ. तो I think मैं कल वापस जाऊँगा और एक दो दिनों में मिलूँगा और फिर ज़रूर आपको दिखाऊँगा.
Bilkul, and I'll be waiting for that. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to watch Vijay 69 on Netflix because Sir has promised us that it's going to be a tale for you to learn a lot from. And like the tagline says,
अपनों की कोई
expiry
expiry
date
date
नहीं होती है.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
sir, for joining us here on CNN News 18.
Thank you,
It
my
was
dear.
a beautiful and enlightening chat. I learned a lot through this chat.
Oh,
It's
wonderful.
coming from the personal space.